Hello, and I'm so sorry that I'm a bit late today. I was just deep in my work in thought, and I know that happens to you guys. And I forgot to set my alarm. I usually have an alarm so I don't forget to go live. And I forgot to set it, and so I'm even not in my normal recording place. I'm just so out of sorts today. I don't know what happened to me, but things are going good, and I will be talking a bit more about what I was so deep in thought about in another live stream. But today we are talking a bit about your launch and how you have probably done at least one launch or tried to launch a sale or offer to your audience and it didn't go very well, and that can be quite disappointing. And so you try it again with a completely different offer and you're even more disappointed. It goes even worse than the first one. And then you try again with something else completely different. And again, there were no improvements in your results. And you're wondering yourself, what's going wrong? Why are these launches, launch after launch, having such terrible sales? And I'm going to share with you how you're going to be able to turn it around in this live stream. Hi, I'm Charlene, and I help you find your fans online and fill your programs using strategic live streaming. And I am also the founder of Strength and Numbers. Before we get into how you're going to turn it around for your sales, I'm going to share with you a little story about something that I really enjoy doing. And I actually started this hobby pretty close to when COVID started because I thought, what am I going to do at night? And I really love doing crafts and I wanted to learn how to knit or crochet. And I chose crocheting. I thought it would be the easier of the two. And so I decided to start learning how to crochet. And at the beginning, of course, I was searching all over YouTube and the net, trying to find out how to do this, how to learn. And I discovered a lady, her website is called Bella Coco. That's actually not the name of the person who makes the videos, but that's the name of her company. And I loved her stuff. I was just crocheting along, having a great time learning everything on YouTube. And she had great content, free patterns, free videos. And this continued on for at least 6 months or so. And then she, of course, I loved her stuff so much. I joined her newsletter and she was always sending me great stuff. And then she announced that she was going to start offering some subscription boxes like this. Oh, sorry, it's a little bit upside down. And at the time, I thought, a subscription box, that means I have to make like a project a month. I can barely make a project every 3 months. And I was quite a beginner. I was not that great at it. And I thought, no, that isn't for me. But I still continued to do my craft. And I still continued to receive content from her and wonderful videos. And so another 6 months went by and it was close to Christmas. And I thought to myself, I want to send my best friend a really wonderful, unique kind of experience rather than a physical gift. And my friend was actually my best friend was the one who sort of got me into crocheting, and was because she was doing it already for quite a long time. And the reason I decided to take that one up is because I thought if I ever really got stuck, I could message her and she could help me out. And I knew she was just making so many things, and she was actually having a little side hustle going on that was working quite well. And so I started scouring the web for like what kind of tools or gifts that a crocheter would like. And what happened was I, of course, stumbled back upon Bella Coco's subscription. And at that time, I thought that would be such a great gift. She would get some surprise every month, and it's going to be a fun project and she gets everything there that she would love to do. And I also thought that would be a great gift for me too now, because we could do it together. And talk about it each week on our weekly chat, me and my best friend. And so I ordered the subscription box. Now, if you think about the time it took from when I first discovered her to the time I ordered, it was at least a year. And if you think about how many points of contact there were with her through her videos, through her blog, through her email, and you knew that I was really kind of engaged, especially because every time I saw her email inbox, even now, I scrolled. That's what everybody does when they scroll in their inbox. What do? They scroll and they look for the thing they want to open first. And if I see her email, I open it. I always open it, and it opens first in the day. And so many of us have the mistake of just reaching out to our audience one or up to 3 times and presenting our offer or our content to them. And this is really low. And it's often many entrepreneurs do just say one touch point or a few up to 3 touch points. And then they launch this offer and they wonder, why were the sales so dismal? And so they think it's something wrong with the product. So then they try to make another product and then they do it again. They just have 1 or 2 kind of ramp ups, give a little bit, and then hope somebody will buy it. When I did my research, most people need at least 8 touch points. And because we're in this super noisy digital world where we are bombarded, everybody's pulling at our attentions at all times, it's closer now to actually 15 touch points. And 15 touch points takes time, right? You have to build out that relationship with people. And so how are you going to be able to shorten the time and the number of touch points to sale? And there's a few ways that I've been able to do that with my audience. The first is I focus on building a relationship with my audience. I really think about what do they want, what value I can provide to them, and how can I give it to them in the best way possible. The next thing is I give away a lot of my best stuff, all of my best content. I'm live streaming all the time, giving away great value and content to help you to build your business online. And that comes into building a really great relationship. And the other thing that has been helping me is the consistency of doing it in a very regular basis. Just like Bella Coco, she has regular weekly YouTube videos, and I knew when her videos would come out. I knew when her email would be in my inbox each week, right? The consistent reminder of her being there started to build a very strong relationship between me and her, and you need to do that as well. And the other thing that I have found that really helped me was video and live streaming. I just love it as a platform, a delivery platform. Of course, that being said, you could do written, or podcast. There are many ways, but find the way that really suits your personality, suits your style for deliverable, and you will notice that you'll be able to build that relationship really, really quickly. Now, I'm going to give you a quick example of how this kind of worked for me and how I got it to work a lot better. The building the relationship one. Well, originally I started out with a virtual event, which I still run every 3 times a year, every 4 months. It's a live panel, and I do a lot of work to advertise it. It's free. Anybody can come. I bring amazing experts to this event because it's such a big entail, really, to get this amazing event off the ground with so many partners and experts. After the event was done, I was just like, exhausted, right? But it meant that my audience often didn't hear from me for 4 to even up to 8 weeks until I ran the next event. And that just wasn't really sustainable in a way, because obviously running from big ramp up to big ramp up is very tiring. And the worst part was that I was not continually building the relationship that I had started with a big event, but I didn't continue it through, right? So I wasn't being very consistent. And when I discovered live streaming and video, that helped me to keep a touch point with my audience between those events, which happen only once every 4 months, and to keep a regular consistency and to be speaking to them on a very regular basis. And then I added a regular weekly email, which I send out once on Mondays. And then now I've actually added even more value and content, which I give away on Wednesdays. And I also started a community where it's free, it's private, but I give 5 days of amazing content to help you build your business there. And so giving this content and now being much more consistent didn't happen overnight. It took me quite a bit of time to just add each piece, get that habit, get that rhythm going. And I have a much more engaged and stronger audience because I'm continually building the relationship. And of course, that means there are much more touch points that I have with them because I have not only video on LinkedIn and Facebook, I am in their inbox, I am in their virtual events, I'm in the community. And so these many different touch points helps to increase their awareness of you and to be reminded that you are there for them. If you would love to learn some more strategies about finding your fans online using live streaming or LinkedIn, you can join my free and private community. I will put the link down below, and I look forward to seeing you guys very soon.